Good morning, everyone out in the YouTube world. My name is Jared. If you've never seen this channel before, basically I repair things around the house and I record it so that you guys can hopefully learn a thing or two as I make all the mistakes and spend all the money and you guys learn. So today's video is going to be about replacing a driver's seat in a 2010 Ford Fusion. So without further ado, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is the Ford Fusion, the driver's seat has an airbag built into it. So the very first thing we need to do before we do anything with the seat itself is we have to disconnect the battery. Have to. So this is an 8mm. Sure I'm getting the right thing here. Yeah, I believe this is it. So as you can see, we got the battery cover, and then this entire assembly is held on. The entire assembly is held on here. This is the 8mm we need to loosen. So get this nice and loose. It does not want to come off. There it goes. Alright, so the positive is off. Let's work on the negative. Again, 8mm. See, that's enough. Nope, doesn't want to go. It's loose enough to spin with my fingers. Alright. If I can just wiggle it loose. This is a pain to do one-handed. Oh, get off of it. You booger. There it goes. Alright, so I'm going to kind of try to shove this in a corner somewhere. There we go. Alright, we want to make double sure battery's totally disconnected. We need to make sure that anything electrical involving the airbag is completely and utterly dead before we start messing with the seat. In particular, our replacement seat does not have an airbag. That vehicle was in an accident, the airbag deployed, so we're going to swap the airbag module out of the existing seat, which is kind of torn. Take a look here. So the existing seat is kind of beat up, it's kind of torn, it's got a lot of wear on it. But if you take a look here at the airbag module, it's still good. So we'll swap that out. It's one bolt and a connector, and we will swap it in to our replacement seat, which is here, which it's in better shape. It's got some stains on it. And it's got a kind of a thinner spot, that's blown out on the original seat, but it'll do for now until we can find something better. So we're going to let this get totally electrically dead, and then we'll start the process of removing the seat. So first thing we need to do here is we got to take the beauty covers off where the seat bolts are located. This is one of the beauty covers. Correspondingly, there's the seat bolt. As you can see on the beauty cover here, it's a pair of inserts. You just kind of got to pop them out. So what you want to do is push from the back when you work on this, which depending on where you stop the seat, and not a ton of light in here, be a bit of a pain. Alright, so I got one. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that camera fail there, but got it out. So That's number 2. We will mosey on over to the back seat. Please excuse the mess. Alright. This is the beauty cover. That's one. I remember this one was a bit of a pain when I was trying to remove it at the junkyard. Okay, so this is the rear beauty cover from the left side there. See, we now have a visible bolt head. This one was a lot harder to pull, and the reason being is it has those 2 plastic tabs that hook around the sides. So not only do you have to pull backwards to release, I guess this is copper or brass, release that tab, and then you gotta kind of pull around from the sides to get that one. Didn't know that, so I got a nice big screwdriver and went after it, and fortunately I was able to get it out without trashing anything. So my luck holds so far. Alright. So that's out. And let's see here. Oh, we need access from the front. Be right back. Okay, got it out. Again, there's one clip at the end. That wasn't so bad. But I guess that little end clip there was really getting me because I had no access to it because of the positioning of the seat. This is a power seat, and I can't re-energize it because I also need to service the airbag. So I couldn't move for a better position, but I managed to get it out. So now we're on to these. I think they are 13 millimeters. Alright, this indeed is a 13. So, let's see, I can't break this loose one-handed. Not a sterling proposition for me. Answer is no. Be right back. Alright, got the back 2 bolts out. They're just sitting in the floorboard there. And I went ahead, got the front 2 out. They're in the floorboard. And I'm going to stop right there because the next step is to fight with the airbag a bit. Now, I want to go ahead and say, before you touch the airbag in any way, shape, or form, make sure you've got the battery, any source of electrical power disconnected from the airbag module for at least half an hour, because you do not want an airbag going off in front of your face, at least not unless it's designed to doing it in the way it's designed to go. I repeat that again. Do not mess with an airbag unless it is fully electrically dead. With the disclaimer out of the way, what I found out is to get the airbag module out, it's held in by a single bolt at the top. And I think that's a 10 millimeter. So you get that guy out, and then the airbag module itself should come out. And there's one electrical connector behind it. You disconnect it. Doing that because in the vehicle that we got our donor seat from, the airbag did pop, though the seat's still in good shape. So we're going to swap the unit, and then we should still be good. So let me go get a 10 millimeter, get this loose, and we'll do the swap. Alright, if you've ever wondered what a unfired side airbag looks like, there you go. So you'll notice that this plastic part is not really meant to pop out. They let you pop the top loose so that you can actually get the airbag out to service it if you need to. But otherwise, it's all connected into the airbag, and it's not easy to get to. And so that's what it looks like on the inside. The bottom of the airbag sits in this slot. Screw holes it in the top, and when it's go time, it blows, it knocks this cover off. I should say this cover. Knocks it off, and then it blows out the side to help protect you in the event of a collision. So let me get this seat out of here, and we'll get the new one in. We'll get the new one in position, swap in the airbag, and get the new seat buckled in. One thing I forgot to mention, kind of an important thing, is there is one large electrical connector in the event that you have a powered seat, which is what this one is. So you have to see, how does this come apart? Looks like, yeah, you do that, push, and then give her a tug. Okay, I lied, there's actually two. I actually got that one-handed. I should go buy a lotto ticket. Alright, now the seat's fully removed, at least electrically. We can pull it out and get the new one in. Got the new seat in. You can see the big improvement there is that the bolster is not blown out. It's definitely a bit thin here, a little worn, but it is not blown out, so it's an improvement. We're going to stay on the lookout for SEL seats, meaning leather, but just got to wait for them to trickle into the junkyard. Alright, so that looks good, but as you can see, the airbag module's been removed. We did that at the junkyard because the old one was blown out. But we do have the connector, got the same 10 millimeter bolt, so we'll go ahead and drop it in. And when I say drop, I mean very gently place, because, you know, it's an airbag. Don't want bad things to happen. Let's see if I can't get this connected. Keep it on film. Let's see. Do it. Total camera failure here. There it is. So you're going to push until you hear it click, like so. See, now we are connected. Next step, so we're going to drop this into that slot. Goes right there. And we're going to have to, so what I just realized is this is our hook right here. Now there is, sorry, bad camera. So this is our hook that goes into this slot right here. I see there's some foam padding on it. I don't know if this is supposed to be here or not. Looks like it is. Also looks like it's getting in the way. So I'm gonna kind of peel this out of the way real quick. And we're gonna try this again. So we're close. Alright, so what I've been doing is just kind of wiggling this in. And I can see, I know it's hard to see with the camera, but I do have alignment on that screw, that bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and bolt this back in and then pop it back into place. There you have it. Airbag swap complete. Make sure that you get this plastic shell on the outside so it looks neat. Now that that's done, let's go take care of the seat electrical. Which is going to be down here. Let's take a look at what we got. Let's see here. Can I use my kickstand? Yeah, I can. Alright. Let's see what we have here. At this point, I haven't bolted anything in, which is good. So we've got the yellow guy, he goes in. With my kickstand here. I'll get this visible. There's yellow guy. Push till it clicks. That's one. Now the connector is facing forward, so I'm going to lift the seat, get that reattached. I don't think I got enough hands. Alright, so as you can see, the connector is there, and the whole seat just slid forward. Let me put you guys down so I have two hands, and then I'll get this connected. So, pro tip here, much easier to get all your connectors from the front. So I've got the seat tilted up. Here is our connector. It is keyed. Can only go one way. Push it in. You're going to push it all the way in till it clicks, and then you're going to swing the gray plastic bar until you hear it click into a lock position. Whenever you are done putting in electrical stuff, make sure that you give it a good tug. Make sure it's not loose. It's not. Now we're going to work on getting this seat in position. Alright, so putting the seat back in, it wants to go where it needs to go. So pretty much once it's dropped in, all the bolt holes will line up. As you can see, we got the front two. There. On camera. There you go. Very good. And there's the back. There's the sneaky back one. So maybe you could wiggle the side over just a little bit or something, because we're not quite true on that square. But I'm going to get these bolts started. What I wound up needing was a 3/8 drives 13mm to get at the ones in the front. And then for this sneaky guy in the corner, I have my flexi ratcheting wrench. You can get at it with a traditional wrench, it's just going to take you a lot longer. And when I was at the junkyard, I took this out using a 1/4 drive, small 13mm. I had just enough room to get it back in. So let me get this back in, we'll pick up. Before I put the beauty covers back on for the seat, I'm going to go ahead and reconnect the electrical and test everything, because the beauty covers are super obnoxious. So let's get these back on. Positive on. And again, yet another moment where I kind of need both my hands. Tight-ish, and then my ratchet should work. It's a lying liar who lies. See, is this going anywhere? Oh yeah, it's trying to go somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna put... Alright, let's try this again. This is not fully seated. Remember, boys and girls, when we're working with battery terminals, don't touch both at once. That is a bad idea. then you'll be electrified, though probably not electrocuted. Electrocuted would mean it'll kill you. Electrified means you just peed on the third rail. There we go. Let's see. I like that better. That was the negative terminal, by the way. Positive terminal, moment of truth. Okay, we have some draw. That's for sure. That's why we had a little snap, crackle, pop there. Alright, I like that, so we'll put the little cover back on it. Okay. So, firstly, I'm happy got that on. Secondly, the airbag did not go boom. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see what the seat does. Does it move? Why, yes it does. Alright, so I believe this one's supposed to be a 4-way power. Actually, it might be 6-way. Yeah, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-way, manual lumbar, manual tilt. So seat power is working. Airbag did not go boom. Let me go get the key for this thing and see if we have an airbag light or anything like that. Okay, moment of truth. Here. So the vehicle had been disconnected for a couple of days at this point. What we got tire pressure, that's fine, and open doors and parking brake on. I like that so far. Okay, we'll get the door shut. Okay. Now, oh yeah, it's because the hood's open. On this particular vehicle, you'll still get the door open light. This guy right here. If the hood's open. So, hood's currently open, that's why that's on. We're back to regular idle. Pretty happy with that. Glorious air conditioning. It's about 110 with heat index right now where I live, so this was a kind of a hot, sweaty job. But I'm happy. We've got the airbag replaced, no faults, no codes. We've got a brand new seat that's not torn out on the side, even if it's only temporary until we get some leather seats in here. And one step closer to wrapping up the Jadzia project. So that's going to be it. If you like the content, like, share, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And until next time, adios.